on his first day in office, a stark contrast to the preceding administration's policies emerged. President Donald Trump initiated a sweeping freeze on billions of dollars in federal grant funding earmarked for clean energy and various other projects nationwide. These projects, spearheaded by the Biden administration under the banner of the Green New Deal, represented a significant investment in a sustainable future. The immediate impact was felt across the country, with projects grinding to a halt and uncertainty looming over initiatives designed to promote environmental responsibility and economic growth. This dramatic action directly targeted the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency's ambitious $7 billion Solar for All program. This program, designed to alleviate the financial burden of electricity costs for low-income families, had allocated approximately $117 million specifically for solar projects and related initiatives within the state of Indiana. The abrupt halt to these funds represented not merely a budgetary adjustment, but a clear ideological shift, a repudiation of the previous administration's commitment to clean energy. Trump's decision fulfilled a central promise from his election campaign, the dismantling of what he derisively termed the Green New Scam. This rhetoric, consistently employed throughout his campaign and presidency, characterized the Biden administration's environmental policies as wasteful, ineffective, and economically detrimental. The freeze on funding, therefore, served as a powerful symbol of this ideological opposition, demonstrating a clear intent to reverse the course charted by his predecessor. The repercussions of this decision were immediate and widespread. Projects reliant on the promised federal funding were abruptly suspended, leaving contractors, workers, and communities in a state of uncertainty. The legal challenges that followed underscored the contentious nature of this policy shift. On February 10th, a federal judge issued a crucial order, directing the Trump administration to lift its hold on the frozen funding. This judicial intervention highlighted the legal and political battles surrounding the administration's approach to environmental policy. Indiana, a state where Trump secured a commanding victory in the November presidential election, winning by nearly 19 percentage points, presented a particularly intriguing case study. Despite its Republican leaning, Indiana boasts a surprisingly robust solar energy sector. According to data from a prominent industry organization, Indiana generates a larger proportion of its electricity from solar sources than several states that lean Democrat, including Illinois, Washington, and New Hampshire. This statistic underscores the complex relationship between political affiliation and the adoption of renewable energy technologies. Adding further complexity to the narrative is the perspective of Indiana Republican Representative Ed Soliday. A vocal supporter of state-level legislation promoting solar initiatives, Soliday offered a nuanced view of the federal funding situation. He reported that several solar utility companies, while acknowledging the welcome nature of tax rebates and federal funding, suggested that the industry's maturation had rendered such external support less critical. These companies, according to Soliday, possess sufficient profit margins even without the federal assistance. However, the picture in Indiana, and indeed across the nation, is not solely defined by the successes of the solar industry. A separate study revealed that Indiana residents experienced the seventh-largest electricity rate increase in the entire country. This underscores the considerable reliance on traditional energy sources. Natural gas and coal plants account for nearly 83% of Indiana's electricity generation. The high reliance on these fossil fuels contributes to higher electricity costs and environmental concerns, highlighting the ongoing tension between economic considerations and environmental sustainability. The Trump administration's actions, therefore, represent not just a political clash, but also a complex interplay of economic realities and environmental concerns. The decision to freeze funding for clean energy projects, while seemingly a simple act, had far-reaching consequences, sparking legal battles, exposing industry perspectives, and ultimately reflecting a broader ideological struggle over the nation's energy future. The implications continue to reverberate, illustrating the profound impact of presidential decisions on environmental policy, economic development, and the nation's energy landscape.